Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, home of the Bit Squad, the largest and greatest crypto community in all the interwebs. Y'all really are great. We'll tell you why in a minute. My name is Ben. Every day on this channel, I show you how to make money in crypto. If you like money in crypto, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you want to go deeper into crypto, make sure to check out bitlabacademy.com to go deeper. Every day we come to you live at 11:41 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today is Wednesday. It is Thanksgiving Eve, November 24th. It's 75 degrees in here. Went over to the new studio last night, actually.
Looking good.
Yeah, we set up for Thanksgiving. We're having a work Thanksgiving tomorrow, a Friendsgiving, if you will. And which I don't like the term Friendsgiving.
Okay.
You love it.
I love it. What do you mean?
I've just heard you use it several times.
Yeah, I just felt like it was the easiest way to describe it.
Yeah.
It's from that show, everybody. That's where it came from.
Was it How I Met Your Mother they did?
I think so. One of those types of shows.
They have How I Met Your Father coming out. Hilary Duff starring in that.
Really?
Yeah, true story. I think it's on Hulu or something, so I'll probably never see it. But
yeah.
Kamar Jokdo says I'm cryptosexual. I don't know what that means, but I love me some coins. I go in hard, you know what I mean? So guys, this is a reversible shirt, actually. It's plaid on the other side. If you guys see the show tomorrow, Interview with Chris, you'll see I wore the other side. So my wife got it for me. It's pretty fun. We got some flamingos, some palm trees, and absolutely no pineapples. Guys, I want to tell you what happened yesterday. I thought that was very cool. So you guys know, like we've been talking about, if you go to Twitter, you guys see we have the pin tweet. We're at 689.2 about to hit 700. We got the pin tweet here for our contest that we're doing that ends next Friday. So if you click on the Gleam link here to enter the contest, you do these things right here. Obviously, for the Blockchain Influencer Awards, you vote for us, Hit Network, New Money Gang. And then I have this one here, nominate BitBoy Crypto for CoinDesk for their top 10 most influential crypto people for the year. You know who contacted us yesterday? CoinDesk. So it can't be a coincidence. They're doing a write-up on me. I'm not sure if it is going to be for that top 10 or not, but you guys were definitely heard. And so we appreciate it. Continue doing it, though. Don't stop doing it if you haven't done it yet.
Bit Squad strong.
Bit Squad strong. And I want to see if they possibly, I doubt they, I don't, here, hold on, take that down. So I just put in this real quick. I'm entering my own contest, guys. If I win, I'll give it away. Okay, save. So I click on the link. So let's go here, click here. Okay, you can pull it back up again.
Trail Grinder said he nominated you for an intern at CoinDesk.
For an intern at CoinDesk?
Yeah.
Yeah. They still didn't put us on this list here, which is fine. I wonder if they would actually put us on the list, but they're not. So we're going to have more to write-in votes probably than anybody else is going to get checked votes.
That's funny.
That'll be pretty funny. That still don't mean they're gonna pick us, but they said we really like that he says what's on his mind, no matter what people think about it.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, was that me and CoinDesk right there going at it? I don't know. Well, do I bring up Digital Currency Group in my interview with them? I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
I probably will at some point because that's the way I roll. But maybe not. And maybe if it doesn't make sense. So they said they're doing a write up on crypto culture and stuff like that. So fun stuff. But anyways, guys, so you guys are being heard. Make sure you enter the contest. Let's go ahead and get started here. Guys, big announcement. We just hit 1.4 million on YouTube. So big shout out to you guys. We are far and away, if you check out Social Blade, which is a site that tracks overall performance of channels. We are ranked almost twice as high as the second YouTube channel that's on that list. So almost twice as high. So subscriber numbers aren't everything on YouTube. So yeah, don't forget to enter the contest. Don't forget to check out our Instagram, 363,000. Why does it always do the same Instagram? I don't know. You guys can also check out Dad Jokes for the Win. Dad Jokes for the Win. It's a personal account where I post, personal pictures of my dogs and my fortunes. I love this still. You will be successful someday. And it's spelled wrong. I love that. All right. And also, guys, don't forget, follow us on TikTok. We're about to start doing heavy metaverse content there. 2.7 million followers. Thank you, Roberto Ruiz, for that super chat. We talked heavily about the Cardano delisting yesterday and how eToro is trash. A little check on our Coinly game here we entered the other day on the stream. No surprise, the person in first and second place picked the two metaverse projects, which seems like a lazy strategy for me at this point.
It's a
I mean,
winning
good on
one.
them for doing it. They're crushing it. They're up 56%.
Yeah.
My coins, Olympus, Dow, and VeChain are down 3.8%, but I just wanted to mix it up a little bit. Last time I did Sandbox and I won. So we'll have to see what happened. Cardano delisting. eToro is delisting Cardano and Tron for regulation reasons, yada, yada, yada. It's nothing to be concerned about. It really isn't. So, all right. So here we are in the markets. 2.58 trillion. We're actually down almost 15 trillion from yesterday. $130 billion in volume, 41.7% Bitcoin dominance, about the same as yesterday. ETH 19.6%, 80.5 Paraguays to send an ETH transaction. Now, Bitcoin's coming in at 56.7. It's so boring right now, and I have a feeling that today and tomorrow are also going to be boring. I could be wrong on this, but there is an event going on today and tomorrow that I can't really talk about that may not affect the price going up or down, but just may not preclude a price pump in the next couple of days. So we'll see what happens with that. Maybe I can tell you guys about that maybe next week.
You're not talking Thanksgiving, obviously.
I'm not talking Thanksgiving. I'm talking about a very important meeting that is happening today behind closed doors that is not public. So, Ethereum coming in at 42. I mean, these things have been sideways for a couple of days. There certainly can be a little more downside here over the next couple of days. I'm not saying there's not going to be downside. I just don't think that we're going to see prices pump, which, probably means they're going to go through the roof as soon as I said that. Cardano down to $1.66. I mean, what a great price point to get in on Cardano right now with this delisting news. Let's see. Adam Perryman. Ben is annoying.
Well, then why are you here?
I guess I just won't say anything. I guess I just won't talk the rest of the show because I'm annoying. I'm so sad about that. Cardano $1.66, XRP $1.03. What great price points to accumulate these. If you haven't accumulated those, great time to do it. Holy smokes. Look at that. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody asked me what they would buy right now, Cardano or Crypto.com, and I said both. I said I would split up investment of both. You got to take advantage of the fact that Crypto.com seems to not have an end in sight, and the fact that Cardano bottom can't be much further away than it is now. So, I would say, let me tell you what I think. I think the suppression with Cardano is real, and I think eToro played right into it yesterday. People are trying to take advantage of that to accumulate before this thing goes up. So
Yeah, now they're starting to circulate rumors that it's getting delisted off Coinbase. I don't think that's true, but
Yeah.
I've seen that floating out there.
Yeah, why would that be? I mean, what about Cardano is a more fair listing than almost anything else that exists.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't compute. So, well, I tell you, for a long time, there were, thank you for that super chat, Jimmy Void, Squad Stories. Yeah, we did set that. Squad Stories at BitBoyCrypto.com.
Mm-hmm.
You guys want to send in some videos for that? We're going to try to get some of those videos at the meetups. When we do one, we'll be doing one in Texas here fairly soon. I think January. I can't promise that, but I think I am trying to go to a poker tournament on the weekend, a weekend in the middle of January, and it would make sense. It's in Oklahoma, so that would be during the weekend, so it won't affect the show. But if we could go out there the Thursday or the Friday to Dallas and do a meetup there, or Austin. We could probably go to Austin because it's kind of central to Houston and Dallas. Do the meetup there, and then hightail it up to Choctaw after that. So let's look at the biggest pumpers of the day. We have Sandbox and Decentraland, which we'll look at some more. We'll look at this here in a second, and the Zcash pump. Bora, what is this?
Yeah, that just slid up there.
Bora. It's a country. We got countries on the list. Crypto.com continue to crush it. Gala Games continuing to crush it. XDC Network, Zenfin doing real well. Mina Protocol up 10%. Wax continuing to crush it. Audius up. Definitely some good projects moving up. What is going on with Dash these days? $201. Dash has probably been the most disappointing coin to me in the entire bull run. I mean, that explains it right there. When you go back to, well, that's year to date. Sorry, if we go to the all time, I mean, look how disappointing this is. I mean, hats off to Dash. They're always developing stuff, but I just feel like at this point, maybe the time has passed. When you're not able to regain all time highs, it is very, very, it's not good for investors. So we move on here. We'll talk about
Q&A.
Q&A.
All right, let's do some Q&A. We're getting a lot of questions about metaverse tokens today. What are your thoughts on OVR metaverse project? You have any thoughts?
We did a sponsored video on OVR
A while ago.
like a year ago, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe it was early on. Maybe it was January, February. OVR is a good project. I mean, I think I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I just think that right now, there are a lot hotter metaverse tokens out there. So we go pull up OVR real quick. Where's it at right now? I mean, it's coming in at 3,000. MetaHero is at like 2,700. So doesn't necessarily mean it's not going to do well. It means it has a tiny little market cap. When you look at the actual cap of 43 million, and then you look at the diluted cap at 242 million, that's not exactly the best. As far as the tokenomics go, there's 17 million, so that's pretty good. But there's 95 million total supply, so which is not bad. I mean, anything under 100 million is a pretty good supply, in my opinion. When you start getting up to the to the shibs where you got trillions of coins, not necessarily going to be something you probably want to invest in. I mean, SHIB obviously you did, but these ideas of it's going to reach $1 or whatever. I mean, when you look at OVR, it did have a big run up in March of last year, and then we had the crash. Now it's on another upswing. I mean, definitely looks like it'll probably set a new all-time high here pretty soon.
Do you think it's a good strategy to just focus on metaverse tokens for the rest of this run? When BTC goes down, they go up, and when BTC goes up, won't they go up even higher?
Well, that's a tough question, and the reason because for that is that so many of these metaverse projects have already pumped so much.
Mhm.
I mean, look at Sandbox. I mean, I feel like Sandbox is gonna go to $10 at this
Well,
point.
these kind of go together. Christopher Pedro, is it smart to buy these metaverse tokens even though a lot of them are sitting at all-time highs?
So let's take metaverse tokens out of that question. Is it smart to buy tokens at all-time highs?
No.
No. Okay. Now let's put it back in. Is it smart to buy metaverse tokens at all-time highs?
Right now?
Eh,
Yeah.
eh,
Yeah.
eh. Seems to be. Seems to be good.
It's been working the last few weeks.
I mean, see what Facebook is doing, see what Meta is doing, see the attention this is bringing in. Metaverse could be the bear market proof niche. I mean, we definitely think it's going to be in terms of attention. That's why we're going to be moving to a lot of that. So yeah, I think look, not financial advice. I was telling you to buy Sandbox when it was at a few pennies. I was telling you to buy telling you to buy Seek VR when I think it was under a penny. Okay. Seek VR is at 78 cents. Sandbox is at almost, $7.50 right now. So, the best opportunity is gone from those. If you miss those, the best opportunity doesn't mean that there's still not good opportunities ahead.
Lester Simpson, is Engine still worth buying in your opinion?
Yes,
Yeah.
Engine. So Engine is transcendent of only metaverse because it's
Mhm.
also a gaming token NFT project. Engine solid backing. It's been around forever. Smart people behind it. You can't go wrong with Engine.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm actually a really big fan of Engine, and I think it kind of it's I wouldn't say it's being slept on because it's moved a lot, pumped recently with a lot of this metaverse news, but it's not since it's not exactly pure metaverse, it kind of gets forgotten about a little bit, or
yeah,
think people sleep on it. But I think it'll be very strong long term, especially next cycle could be massive,
yeah,
because the infrastructure they have.
I agree.
Uh,
And you can't sleep on Efinity. Efinity is a connector
exactly.
to the metaverse
Hmm.
with NFTs, which Efinity is an Engine project. I mean, technically they're separate entities, but it's not technically an offshoot, but it's all the same people and it is related to Engine. So watch out for Efinity.
Hmm.
What is that one doing these days? I wonder. Efinity, where is it at? It's at 272. You want to talk about a massive opportunity? Efinity token is a massive opportunity. So see where it launched. From private sales, seed investors dropped the price. Now look, it's almost approaching back to all-time highs from the launch. Efinity token, I would say if you're going to invest in one, I would invest in Efinity over Engine because the potential is so much higher because it's so low and the market cap is so small.
Yeah, especially in the short term.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially in the short. And it is a $330,000 market cap with a $3.85 billion diluted cap. But you got to understand the project just released. So it's not like this thing has been around. It's only been around since the beginning of August. So the diluted cap at the beginning of a project, it shouldn't go as much into, because they have a long, release process of the tokens.
And same kind of back to that same concept of trading these metaverse tokens, taking it one step further, degen, thinking about opening a long on Mana on Femex leverage, risky?
Leverage risky? Who would think that? If you do want to sign, if you are super risky and you like to dance with the devil, certainly head on over to bitboycrypto.com/deals. Sign up for Femex there. This still never got changed. I don't know why. This is supposed to be a $3,500 bonus. So there is actually a $3,500 bonus right now with Femex. I know I've said that 10 times. Can we make a note to absolutely address this after we get off the stream here?
Yeah.
Okay. You can also do it at Bybit if you want. I think you can actually Femex trading on Mana. I think you're trading the USDT pair. I think you can trade Mana directly on Bybit if you qualify for Bybit. They have a $3,500 bonus right now as well. And don't forget, we also have CoinStats, a coin tracker. But I bring all that up to say that with Femex, actually, we are going to actually start opening some leverage trades on Femex on some altcoins. So we're working with this new trading bot, basically, which we'll be talking about here in the coming weeks. And it's phenomenal. And it includes leverage trades along with other altcoin buys. And so we're going to start using that and showing you guys. It's not like Market Cipher. So Market Cipher, you have to interpret. This just tells you what price point to go in and what price point to exit. So, and it works really well. So we can't wait to talk about that with you soon. So if you don't have a Femex account, you may want to go ahead and sign up because we are going to be talking about some of that. 10,208 viewers, 1,751 likes. Do us a favor. Stop what you're doing. Hit the like button. If you're watching on mobile, X out of the live chat. Hit the like button. Come back to the live chat. Smart TV, look for 3 dots on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Hit that. It will say more actions or more options. Then hit react. And then like this video. Like this video if you like reversible shirts.
Or crypto. Wish we could hear that.
You remember when Crypto Euclid used to do that? You couldn't hear that?
Mm-mm. I mean, I could not through the mic. There's a gate.
Remember when Crypto Euclid used to do that thing where he would sip the coffee for a video like that? And he
used to do some funny videos.
Is he still doing anything?
I don't know.
A lot of people say
I know he went dark.
When Cardano drops, he doesn't really do anything.
He went dark for like 9 months there in the depths of the bear market. Yeah.
Oh no.
In like 2019. He's been back around. But
you think so? I don't think he did.
Yeah, he definitely did.
2019, they were doing that show, that podcast, that Twitter live show.
Maybe it was 2020. End of 2019, early 2020, maybe.
When I stopped living on Twitter all the time. Thank you, Alice. I love that they could see just the water slide across. This is special water. It's got H2O in it. Yes? Yeah, I reversed it. Did you like that? Yeah, cool.
I did the sound effect.
I like that.
That's not what that would sound like, though.
What did that sound like to you?
I don't know. You tell me.
A whistle? Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's check this out. We are still waiting on the daily chart for our green dot. And this is another reason why I'm just not super convinced that in the next day or two, things are turning around. They certainly might. You are seeing, I tell you what, I would go so far as to say that looking at this, and I'll put it up here so we can make it a little bit bigger so we can really check this out. Looking here, so if you remember when we got the green dot on the daily chart and it didn't confirm, it was right there, okay? Now, what's important about that? Well, the crest of the momentum wave was cutting in. When these cut in, that's usually when you get price moves up, okay? Now, what we want though is we want it to cut in and then round up, right? That's what we want. That means things are on the upswing. But sometimes when you get these green dots where they cut in, like right here, um, right here, and then where we had our unconfirmed one right here, this means it's about to turn up, but then it's got more downside. So we don't want that. What we want is we do want this thing. It looks like at this point we probably won't get a large green dot down here. We'll just get the green dot on the momentum wave, which is strong, just not quite as strong. But it looks like if you really look closely here, it looks like right here, this is cutting in. So maybe we will find a bottom today or tomorrow. And I know that you guys were, checking out Carl's video on Monday, and Carl is really adamant that, he thinks we are probably going to see somewhere between 52 and $53,000 for Bitcoin. Well, in reality, if you look at the daily chart, one thing we're going to talk about with Chris from Crypto tomorrow on the channel is that there is kind of a long-term support. And it basically is right here. You come over this way and you look at where this thing was closing. We do have, evidence that this is held. And if you move it down here, you can certainly see it. I mean, well, that didn't work. If you move it down to the bottom of the wick, you can look here and you can see a lot of points where it basically bounced off of it, bounced below it, closed above it. Then over here, we bounced off of it. We bounced off of it twice. So we may not necessarily be going down to this level. This level would be indicative of that, that point right there, about $53,000, 52.8. But that doesn't mean we're going to hit that. As long as we keep bouncing off of this line here, then, that's pretty good. But the thing is I just don't have a lot of confidence in it right now, because when it gets to a place where it drops massively and then it just hovers, the longer it hovers here, the more likely it is to go down. The more times it bounces off of it, the more likely it is to go down. So, 56 is holding very strong, like Damon said there. Somebody said the monthly futures close tomorrow, then BTC rips. Definitely a possibility. It is a possibility, but I have been given no date of when we are going to see this thing start to shoot back up. And, it will be soon, though. It has to be soon. Like, there's no question it will be soon. What is soon? Is it 2 days? So Damon says, if you look at the 23-hour chart, let's see. Let's go to the 23 hour.
Loves the 23-hour.
People love the 11-hour chart and the 23-hour chart.
Why not 22?
Here, just add it. Why not just add it? Well, you're not 22 because that Taylor Swift song. 22. I actually don't know how it goes, but I do know that is a song. Okay, so let's look here at the moment. Oh, yeah, actually, when you look at this, that is a very strong trigger wave down there. So a trigger wave would basically be when you have one that goes below the zero line, and then you have, another smaller wave right after it. You can go back and you can look, kind of right here and see what this led to. Well, what this led to. You look right here. You had two smaller waves after this, and then we had this move up. So could definitely be a good thing here that we are looking at on that 23-hour chart. So interesting stuff. We'll see where it happens. I know that the price of Bitcoin is a little boring right now. I would rather it be boring than touching 45K. So
yeah, sure.
Hopefully we can stay here a little bit longer.
And also, real quick, I bought Charlie Lee's bags in the chat, had a good thing in there saying beware of the flood of meta rug pull coins coming.
Oh, yeah.
So
sure.
just like, when we saw Doge pumping and then Elon Musk talking about it, you saw all these Elon related coins coming out and SHIB related coins that were just pure scam coins trying to get people that were excited about the hype, and you're going to see the same thing with meta projects. You're going to hear of all these metaverse projects coming out every day that you've never heard of, and a lot of them will be very shady. So be careful.
Yeah, definitely. We see this with finance coins,
Yeah.
DeFi coins when they were hot, NFT projects when they were hot.
Because
Uh,
what
or
they're
they still are.
preying on is people just buying the niche. They don't know what it is. They just know metaverse is hot, so I want to buy anything that says it's metaverse, and then they don't really do a lot of research and people get wrecked. So just be real careful when you're looking into those.
Be careful. I mean, we've been pretty good on this channel. We haven't
Mhm.
uh, since the fall of last year. I think we haven't. There was one project that we covered in a sponsored video that after we did the video on them, they literally changed their smart contract that we had seen the audit for, and they rug pulled. One project that we've covered on this channel in the last 14 or 15 months was a rug pull project. So we've been really good about staying away from the ones that we believe are sketchy.
Mhm.
So Becker said double top on sand and mana. Well, how can we have a double top when it's way past all-time highs? That doesn't make any sense. A double top is when it hits and then it hits the same level. It's like a double bottom. It hits, then it hits the same level. For a double bottom, it's really bullish. For a double top, that's really bearish. So that's actually what a double top is. People have been referring to this, bull cycle as a double top. It's not the correct usage of the word double top.
Mm-mm.
It's a two-tiered cycle.
Yeah.
Is what it is. It's a continuing uptrend. So I would assume that may be what he's talking about. That at some point the price will hit a top and go down.
Shocker.
I'm trying not to throw shade to him. I might have him on the channel if he wants to come. I don't know. I respect his hustle. He's an interesting character. I've said some maybe not nice things about him. Maybe not nice. Maybe not nice is not the best way to characterize it. But I really criticized him when he was he made a video over the summer saying that all crypto influencers were basically trying to scam you for clicks by saying that Bitcoin had not topped out yet. And then what happened? Literally 3 days later, we bottomed in $10,000 candle, and then a few months later, we were at all-time highs again. So, just we were definitely right about that one. And I know the people in crypto, and most people genuinely believed that we were going to hit a new all-time high. And guess what? Everybody that thought that was right. So, but yeah, I might have him on the channel. I know he's talking about a lot of metaverse stuff. So, there you go. Oh my gosh, T salty. I can tell you that ain't happening. Okay, long-term Bitcoin holders at multi-year high, according to Glassnode. Analytics provider reported that long-term BTC holders are reducing their spending and adding to positions. Glassnode's latest weekly on-chain report indicated that long-term holders of Bitcoin are at a multi-year high. The analysis delved into the spent volume age bands, which are used to identify the age of coins dominating the on-chain flows on any given day. The metric can be used to identify when the process of profit taking or accumulation begins. This can reasonably be interpreted as longer-term holders reducing their spending and thus are more likely to be adding to positions, not exiting them. If you look at the price, generally it looks like when this goes really high, we end up having a drop, looks like, but the most parabolic action, it looks like there is a big spike. Just trying to look at when it's pretty low. We're not seeing a lot of movement. Trying to interpret this chart here, but it has been going down since late October. Although short-term holders have taken profits at historic high points and broken even at low points over the past week, the market is still yet to become overly saturated with profit taking. Let's see. Cointelegraph reported long-term holders are sitting on 13.3 million Bitcoin. Golly. Think about this. Long-term holders are sitting on 13.3 million. That's 75% of the supply.
Jeez.
And I would assume that does include the 4 million Bitcoin that's missing and will never come back into the supply.
Right.
Because that would be a long-term holder.
Right.
So it's
It's
not a
gotta
higher
be.
number than that, but what's that?
I said it's gotta
Yeah, it's gotta
include
be.
that. Yeah. That's still a lot. Interesting.
Colin Wu said the number of non-zero addresses has hit an all-time high. So there you go. Also, we have this. Stripe says it's open to accepting crypto for payments 3 years after ending Bitcoin support.
Wow.
You know what that means, don't you?
What?
It means that when the price crashed, they got out. And now, at pretty much the worst possible time, they're willing to get back in.
Yep.
Like, what a bunch of idiots.
If they'd been taking payments the whole time, they'd be
Yeah.
sitting on major profits right
And
now.
this is an example of kind of what happens in bear markets.
Mhm.
Okay. Which is when the price was going up, Stripe was all in. Here we go. We're going to accept Bitcoin. And then prices crash and are like, oh, sorry. No. Now prices are back up and they're back in. And it just kind of shows you that a lot of these companies are more wishy-washy than you think. They don't necessarily have a long-term view of crypto. We do have a lot more companies out there that do have longer-term views of crypto, but very interesting here. Crypto obviously means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. There have been developments of late with an eye to making crypto better, scalable, and acceptable cost as a payment method. And that was also going on back then. He's bullish on Web3, yada, yada, yada. Third largest Bitcoin whale bought $375 million worth of Bitcoin in 11 days. I can't find out today, but I should find out see if I can figure out who owns this. One of the largest Bitcoin whales has accumulated more than 6,600 coins. Crypto Potato frequently reports sales and purchases of this particular whale. 8 straight days of buying that they've done. So that should be a good indication of what's coming. And I will tell you, I believe there is definitely something to this. I think there is not a reason that this is, this is not random. Okay. They're buying this. We are going to have a massive pump very soon. South Beach Breaks. Oh, what's up? He's the one that sent me the Tua card. He said, good luck at Hard Rock. Yeah, I'll be there on Sunday evening and Monday next week as we go to Decentral in the Decentral conference in Miami. I will be there playing poker on Sunday, like I said, Sunday night and Monday. But the thing is that, yeah, okay. Anyways, we will be at that conference. We'll be doing Around the Blockchain live on Tuesday and Wednesday. No, yes, Tuesday and Wednesday. I've got a panel I'm going to be doing. Also, just so you guys know, DZ will be doing a show from in studio Monday. We'll be doing live stream remote Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday. So, okay. Yeah, somebody commented on here about this PAMP. Somebody said, tell this idiot to talk about PAMP. I literally just talked about it a minute ago. Small-brained individual there. What are we supposed to do when a project changes their smart contract after we do it? So just so you guys know, that is what happened with that. But yeah, people want to focus on the wrong thing. So, all right, let's move on here. Talking about Metaverse here, Metaverse platform, the Sandbox Sand token surges 25% after Adidas teases partnership. Sand has rallied over 600% since Facebook's rebrand as Meta. So no surprise there. And if we go here and check this out here, and we look at the Metaverse here, you can click Metaverse now. So this is a new.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, this is new. You can just click Metaverse and it shows you the top projects. And it's interesting what it considers to be Metaverse projects. We have Decentraland, Axie Infinity, Sandbox, Engine, and Wax. These are technically the top 5 Metaverse projects that have pumped over the last, or that are in the top 100. Then you can check this and you see the top 5 that have pumped. Deepcoin, no idea what that is. Sandbox, Tower, Decentraland, and look at that Infinity token. I didn't know it was even up that high when we covered it a second ago. 32%. So Cryo War, Starlink, UFO Gaming. Now, remember what we were talking about earlier, which a lot of these will be down. A lot of these will be rug pulls. So just because you go in here and look it up and it's on CoinMarketCap, that doesn't necessarily mean that it is, that doesn't mean that it is a legit project just because it's on this list. But Illuvium and Epic, these are definitely two to take a look at. Neighbor Alice as well. That is a legitimate one. Alien Worlds. Bosagora is considered a metaverse project. That's really interesting. That was one that we were big on early last year that did really well, and then it's kind of fallen off a little bit. Engine. Okay. It's a very interesting list when you look at it. So let's see. Metaverse platform Sandbox's Sand token surges 25% after Adidas teases partnership. So Adidas has now, can you get rid of that guy over there and on Twitch, please? Sand has rallied over 600% since Facebook's rebrand as Meta. Adidas has signed they're getting a big plot of land. I mean, you can see it right here on the map. This is where their land is going to be, Adidas Original. So when Adidas is getting in on these projects, that's pretty serious. Bullish move in Sand, the native crypto of the blockchain-based virtual world Sandbox, gathered steam after a tweet by the German sporting goods manufacturing giant seemed to confirm a relationship between the two companies. Token has rallied 25% in the past 24 hours. Adidas, who recently ventured into Metaverse with the launch of POAP, or Proof of Attendance Protocol, on its Adidas Confirmed app, tweeted out Tuesday. You guys can see the tweet right here. Adiverse? How would you pronounce that? Adiverse? Adiverse?
Adiverse.
Adiverse?
Adiverse.
Adiverse.
Adidas.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking, because it wouldn't be Addy, because it's not how you pronounce it. What should we build together in the Sandbox game? So that's a huge plot of land they have also.
Let me see it.
Look how big it is.
Yeah, that's huge. Huge.
Where is our land on here?
It's on the left side.
Yeah, you can't actually see it here though. So we're in a 12 by 12. We're about the size of this here. So that shows you, look how big theirs is. Are they actually getting that land? I wonder if they're going to, no, I think that's kind of like I think the Sandbox lands are actually spoken for. I think that they are, they're like community kind of owned areas.
They're portals is what it is. That's how you're going to travel through the world. So Sandbox will develop them with portals, but that's the main way I believe you travel through the map.
Yeah.
So being close to the Sandbox Blue Land is
pretty big.
Ideal.
Yeah. Why Decentraland will dominate Metaverse and mana price will hit $7 soon.
$7. Wow.
Yeah. What's it at now? $360?
Let's look.
Let's see. Look, Decentraland is going to crush it.
Oh, it's 548. So it's not that big.
Oh, that's not that big.
Yeah.
Decentraland is going to crush it because Digital Currency Group is behind it.
Yeah.
They'll ensure it pumps. So definitely believe that it doesn't matter what the metaverse hype is. It matters that it is going to do well.
Yeah, think about this. The only metaverse project I'm pretty sure in existence that has something set up with Grayscale, Mana.
Yep.
Also, I saw today that, I don't know if it's been announced, but I remember it being on that list when we've looked at stuff in the past. I'm pretty sure.
What's up?
But I also saw, Morgan Stanley invested a bunch in Grayscale. The Q3 earnings came out, and Morgan Stanley had invested millions in Grayscale shares. It's interesting.
Doesn't surprise me a bit. Here's the actual Sandbox land here, and I think we're on the top island, aren't we? We do have some land here. We got a little bitty. We have a little bitty plot here somewhere. I don't see where it is, but we are. There we are.
There it is.
We're on the coast. Look how big our land is. We got big land.
We're close to 2 portals.
Yeah. And this, so it's not that big. It's just, is it 12 by 12?
It was just zoomed in.
It was zoomed in. So we have actually the same size land as Adidas. Pretty cool. Just saying. You know who's got the most land on here is this guy, this whale. What's it called? His name is Whale. It's not Whale Hunter. Whale something. Whale Shark, maybe. This guy has got land. Look at how many plots he's got. He's got plot there, plot there, plot there, plot there.
Wow.
He's got plots all over. Look at all these little plots he's got. Look at this giant plot he has, the size of Atari.
Jeez.
He's got the most land on here. I mean, this guy's going to be mega rich. He's a guy on Twitter. There's Pranksy. Pranksy's got some big land. Pranksy's got bigger land than we do. So, but we try to get more land, but it's just hard to get. Let's see here. We'll move here. Ripple CEO slams Dogecoin. We got XRP versus Doge going on right now. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse said that he would not touch Dogecoin because of its inflationary nature. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse took a swipe at Dogecoin during his recent appearance at the FinTech Abu Dhabi event. I'm actually not convinced, somewhat controversially, I guess, that Dogecoin is good for the crypto market. Garlinghouse went on to mention that he would not hold the meme coin because of its inflationary dynamic.
That's funny.
Unlike Bitcoin, Dogecoin supply is infinite. While this makes the joke coin a pretty lousy store of value, proponents of the likes of Mark Cuban are convinced that it is the meme coin's greatest virtue, since it makes Dogecoin a successful means of payment. Or is
Wow.
it a successful meme of payment?
Definitely a successful meme of payment.
Yeah. Despite being critical of Bitcoin's carbon footprint in the past, Garlinghouse admits that the largest crypto had gained a lot of traction amid inflation concerns. After reading 69,000 earlier this month, Bitcoin has retraced as low as 55,000. Ripple to add 250 employees. That's weird, isn't it? How are they adding so many employees in the middle of getting the death penalty? Weird, huh? Clearly, we're seeing good questions asked by the judge, and I think the judge realizes this is not just about Ripple. This will have broader implications. This will not have broader implications. That is a myth about this case. When this case is finally settled, we are definitely going to see no precedent here for anything else, because the entire thing, virtually anything that is important, is going to be sealed and redacted. So the way they came to these determinations, sealed and redacted, anything that would apply to future coins or crypto projects in lawsuits with the SEC, they won't be able to use anything as precedent. That's kind of the deal that Ripple and the SEC has worked out here, because the SEC wants to still keep going after people, but Ripple is definitely going to be getting it passed. If you really think about it, I know I've said for a long time that, this whole entire thing is actually smoke and mirrors. There really isn't a dispute between Ripple and the SEC at the highest levels. This was planned from a year ago, and or longer than that. But if you really think about it, they had to do this, because if this lawsuit never came to pass, what would people always say about Ripple? The token sale was a security.
Mhm.
And without confirmation that it's not, those questions would linger, and you would continue to see people saying stuff online. It's a token sale. You're going to lose all your money. You'd have people continuing to bring lawsuits. This also shuts down any class action lawsuits in the future. Because if the SEC declares it is not a security, then it is not a security. And then class action lawsuits cannot go after Ripple Labs for saying they did a security sale. Whatever happened with that Ripple class action lawsuit? Wonder where that stands right now. Not joining the fight. Let's see here. Ripple faces a new class action. Deaton Hogan. Does anybody know where that stands? It was a guy from Arizona that had filed it. Let me see here. Let me look. Arizona. Let's see. Fresh Ripple action lawsuit filed in Florida. Ripple motion to here. Here it is. Here it is. Let's see. So this was a class action lawsuit that was brought Ripple Labs against. See if I can find the Bradley Sostak, one of the biggest losers in the history of the world, who basically bought Ripple on a pump, bought some XRP on a pump in 2017. And you know what he said when it went down? It's a scam. Like, what an idiot. Like, this is a troll in the chat who actually has money to hire a lawyer. So he said he added, let's see, an amendment. He added that he was selling millions of dollars of XRP. The Garlinghouse was, let's see, Bradley Sostak lawsuit. I would assume, have you seen any chats about what's going on with it today? I haven't.
Mhm.
I would assume that this is stalled until this is done. So, because there actually has not been anything new on it really in a while. Look at that old thumbnail there. Look at that, January 23rd.
Mhm.
That's when people finally started watching my channel. I don't know where there really hasn't been an update in the last year on this. Here it is. Maybe there is. In January of this year, somebody a new one from Florida came in. So yeah, it looks like the other one is not done yet. It looks like it is not done. So basically, the long and the short of it is, after it's declared not a security, we should see these class action lawsuits shut down against Ripple, which is going to be really crazy. It's going to be a big win for them. Cardano based 3Air to bring telecom to African countries. Got 2 Cardano stories for you guys. 3Air raises bets on telecom in Africa. And where's my XRP Army people at? In my ADA gang. Well, I want to see you guys in the chat. Make sure to like the button if you're in either one of those communities. Make sure to hit that like button.
Yeah, we're right at 3,500 likes right now. What's a good like goal? What do you think we can get to?
55?
55.
How many viewers we have?
12,312.
See, the title.
Mm-hmm.
Always the title. 3Air company is on a mission to solve physical infrastructure issues in low connectivity areas. To that end, it has inked a partnership with K3 Telecom Heavyweight to support its K3 Last Mile project. Problems with the internet connection will be solved by providing Africans with access to wireless broadband. The Last Mile program is designed to empower both personal computers and corporate digital systems. 3Air token holders will have a vote on the strategy by Q4. By Q4 2021. Should I just say this month or next month? 3Air successfully closed 2 pre-sale rounds. Oh, they're saying this already happened before this happened, before Q4. Public sale round designed to introduce 3Air benefits. So pretty interesting stuff there. They're continuing to do work in Africa. IOHK announces Cardano block size increase as it moves into scaling phase. Ahead of anticipated rise in traffic. Maybe there's something to that. Kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the traffic coming from? Where is the increase? We'll see. Cardano developers started implementing changes aimed at boosting the network's throughput capacity. Cardano is heading into the Basho phase, according to IOHK. As the developer team announced, Dapper Crypto says he hasn't sold any ADA since 2017. Thank you for the super chat. Upcoming gradual adjustments focus on optimization, scaling, and network growth. But I thought it was just vaporware. According to the announcement, IOHK already submitted 2 initial changes, the block size increase and increase of Plutus script memory. Cardano's developers opted for a methodical approach. No shocker there. Cardano developers opted for a methodical approach. I don't know.
You mean they didn't want to go fast?
Yeah.
Wow.
Strange.
That's funny.
Let's see. Okay. A 12.5% increase is sizable, but not too big. It leaves room for further expansion and allows stake pool operators to adjust to the increased demands. Larger block size implies fitting more transactions into a single block, which in the end means processing more transactions per second. They'll also be increasing Plutus memory, which is their programming language, by 12.5%. That means they must expect a lot more programming. It will be the first of a series of changes to the memory unit settings that will greatly enhance real-world capabilities. And I will tell you, I've had an increase of people from the Cardano developer community reaching out to me, telling me about different projects that are coming onto Cardano. Some of them are pretty interesting. So we are seeing people building on this right now. I know some of the bigger ones we're kind of still waiting for them to launch on there, but CardStarter just had an incredible launch with Star Launch, a project that I do believe is heading on to, will be heading into the ADA ecosystem. So what do you guys think about Cardano? Is any of this news enough to get the price going forward? Is any of this news enough? Turbo One says ADA going to 0. I want to know what you guys think of Turbo One. Put that in the chat. I just want to know your opinion on him. I mean, is he right? Or what is he? I'm sure he'll get some nice fodder. Yeah, definitely not going to 0. People that say ADA is going to 0, they probably would get beat in a test by Forrest Gump, I would say. He's a fictional character. I think it's okay to say that.
Okay.
Look, here's the thing. Saying ADA is going to 0 is like saying Bitcoin is going to 0. I mean, there's no chance. It has the strongest community in all of crypto. You were telling me Solana staking
Mhm.
is
The highest.
higher than Cardano staking now?
Yes. That's something I was reading the other day. Solana is the highest percentage staked project that exists.
I
Which
just
makes
can't.
sense when you think about how much of it went to insiders and institutions. They probably started staking it almost immediately because they're pretty sophisticated. It's pretty easy for them to do that. So it's not too surprising. I know it's like something like 70% of
See, they don't
ADA
even put
is staked. And so I guess it's great. So must be greater than 70% of Solana is staked.
CoinMarketCap doesn't even consider it a staking token, which is interesting.
Well, that's weird.
They do consider Cardano. Yeah, very interesting here. Solana staking. See if I can find news on that. See if I can find that. 77%
There it is.
of
77.3.
eligible Solana. Now, I don't think that's necessarily true because of this word right here. What is eligible Solana?
Basically
Is that
70
the total supply?
circulating supply.
I don't
Not
think
the
that
total.
Why would they not say that? Eligible doesn't really make sense.
Well, if you go to
what they say.
stakingrewards.com, it's got it in there. The staked value is higher than the market cap, but they've got it at 77.3%. I think Cardano's like 71, 72.
72, yeah.
Yeah. So either way,
It's a weird word to use, eligible. Why are they not saying active or circulating? Makes it sound like there's ineligible Solana and eligible Solana.
right.
I don't know which one I would date on Tinder. I
Eligible.
don't date anyone on Tinder, but I might date a coin. As they said earlier, I am cryptosexual. Okay. So yeah, this is very interesting. I'll have to continue to watch that. But I mean, it does kind of make sense considering the fact that they are so many of the coins are owned by institutions. Not a fair launch at all, really.
Nope.
Over 70%, I believe, were handed out. And I think, less than 15% actually ended up going to the public. So
Yeah. Well, that's going to be the major difference there. When you look at 70% of Cardano being staked, it's going to be staked by a lot more people because there's a lot more of the public and individuals that have it. It's much more decentralized than Solana.
yeah, much more.
Even though 77% of the Solana is being staked, it's going to be a much smaller group of people.
Look at these numbers, though. This can't be right. 93% of Wax is staked. That can't be right. There's no way that's right.
I have no idea.
But they've got Tezos at a higher percentage, 75%. They got Mina Protocol at 99.7%. I don't know. I'd have to dig into those numbers to verify whether that's true or not. So, but yeah, that is really interesting. So, Twitter to support previewing Solana NFTs through Audius, which is why Audius pumped pretty hard yesterday. And another step to help onboard artists and fans to Web3, Audius adds the ability to display NFT galleries throughout Web2 platforms. You got some Bored Apes. We are going to see, guys, something we are going to be seeing is a lot, and this is something we talk about in the Sandbox video that may not be coming out until next week, but I recorded this morning. A lot of these JPEGs are going to move into 3D models for the metaverse. So if you kind of look right here at this Bored Ape, you guys see the Bored Ape over here, but then you see the 3D rendered model of it over here. So that is something we probably will see.
Speaking of, we're doing some really cool stuff. I don't know if you saw any of the 3D modeling we've been doing here, but we're going to be able to very easily put the whole Hit Factory in the metaverse, exactly as it is, the whole building. It's really wild what you can do with the 3D modeling now. They were showing me some of that yesterday.
Yeah, we're looking at buying $1 million. What do you call that?
Like a virtual production something.
A virtual production studio, basically, for filming.
Basically the same thing they used to make The Mandalorian and a lot of the Avengers movies.
Should we buy one? Should we make our own Mandalorian? Call it the Cryptotorian?
Well,
The Bitborian?
Bitborian.
The Bitborian.
And I'll be Baby Yoda.
Yeah. Somebody's going to meme that for sure.
No, but we
there's already plenty of baby TJs to choose from.
That's true. All right, we're getting a little off track.
What Audius is doing with this feature is aligning collecting NFTs with something everyone can enjoy. Music Audius collectible pages now unfurl inline on Twitter and Discord. Token is currently used for three main reasons: to run a discovery or content node, or to pay for features and services, and for governance. That's the Audius token. Audius is another one we've been telling you about for a long time on this channel, and it has paid off very large. Twitter and Discord to support Solana NFT. We already talked about that. Okay.
Yeah. But it's coming to more than just Twitter.
Yes, exactly. U.S. Navy to pilot. I guess the Navy does have pilots. Blockchain-based project to improve medical supply lines.
Yeah, guys, crypto's not going anywhere.
I thought it's probably nothing, guys.
Yeah.
Probably nothing.
Probably
the Navy testing, probably nothing.
Yeah. Not here to stay.
No.
Just a phase.
Going to zero.
Yeah.
Consensus Networks uses the IoTeX blockchain. Oh, IoTeX, one that's been pumping a lot over the last little bit of time.
Now we know why.
Uses the IoTeX blockchain to monitor the health of 700,000 U.S. Navy sailors and Marines in real time. The United States military continues to explore blockchain tech to improve its processes. Navy signed a $1.5 million contract with Consensus Networks to develop a blockchain-enabled logistics system named HealthNet back in May. Project built on Internet of Things focused IoTeX is halfway complete, counting the days for its pilot scheduled for early 2022. According to the information shared with Cointelegraph, Consensus Networks aims to provide real-time monitoring and logistics. The developer picked the IoTeX blockchain to meet the security and scalability requirements of the Navy. Let's see. It is hard to believe that today automobile manufacturers such as Ford have a better network for ensuring the health of their vehicles in the shop or on the road than the medical sector has to monitor and safeguard the health of people. HealthNet, as it's called, is not a Navy exclusive project. It will work with medical operators. Here's how it's going to kind of work. For example, it will be great for elderly homes by helping them with better care without driving or being driven to a healthcare facility. System will help track their health and predict their needs and get them sorted so they do not have to visit clinics. U.S. military has previously experimented with blockchain tech. Shannon Sharp says her dad's name used to be on the side of his B-1 bomber. That's pretty cool. Air Force was one of the first branches to make a contract with a blockchain startup. The Navy then granted Simba Chain $10 million to develop a secure messaging platform. So pretty interesting stuff here with the military moving to blockchain. We're going to move to the last story here. OpenSea.
This is the last story?
Yeah.
All right. There was also the reason Zcash had a big pump.
I skipped over because we didn't have time.
Okay. They made a big announcement about moving to proof of stake. That's pretty much it.
Oh, okay.
Which is kind of an interesting discussion considering it's a privacy coin and proof of work is kind of what it's all built on and yada, yada, yada. But interesting.
Here it is. Zcash price jumps 20%. You love Zcash.
It's one of my favorite privacy coins, but I'm sure a lot of the privacy advocates would probably have issue with proof of stake because it kind of compromises decentralization in a lot of ways. Yeah. So, but it is interesting. Like, I feel like they're trying to keep up with the times. And it was interesting to me that Zcash was always on the list of approved things. The only privacy coin was, Gemini listed it, and there's a lot of big money people behind it. And it was the only privacy coin that seemed to have like the regulatory nod, and that might be why they're moving to proof of stake, because they're going to have to based on all the environmental FUD.
Yeah, absolutely. So
that was pretty much that.
Yeah, it was on here. I just skipped over because we were already over time on that category, but a lot of metaverse stories today. This was in with the metaverse stories. So.
Gotcha.
We'll be moving over to proof of stake. So there's an article if you guys want to check it out and learn more. We actually also had this opinion piece we didn't get to cover also. Crypto states will compete with corporates in the metaverse. So it's Facebook versus Open DAOs. Battle will come down to hardware, specifically microchips.
Interesting.
So pretty interesting. So if Facebook wants to put a microchip in your face, definitely let them. This is from Based Carbon on Twitter.
Yeah, this is bad.
OpenSea is uniquely positioned to ignore and abuse their user base with little to no repercussions. When you find out what has happened here, is going to blow your mind. Look, we continue to trash OpenSea because OpenSea is not a good company. We don't like OpenSea. They are for censorship. They've been caught basically positioning different NFTs on their site, specifically to benefit the pockets of people that work for OpenSea. There have been a lot of problems that they had unfairly censored another project a while back. I think it was the Fast Food Punks, if I remember correct. No, it was Polygon Punks is what it was. Polygon Punks. Because they said they were too close to Crypto Punks. Meanwhile, you had Fast Food Punks on the site, and they kept those. Must have owned a couple of them fast foodies. Huh? OpenSea? That what happened?
Yeah, they seem to have really abandoned their users in a lot of ways.
OpenSea is going to get crushed.
Yeah.
OpenSea's done. I will go ahead and say this.
Well,
It's going to continue for a little bit. Coinbase and Solana are going to destroy OpenSea.
Yeah.
Watch and see.
Okay. FTX, is that kind of what you meant?
FTX, yeah, that's what I meant. FTX. FTX and Solana, I use them interchangeably sometimes. So, so basically what's going on here with this, if you read this, there is a bug that has been going on with OpenSea. Now, there was another bug that occurred a while back that Elron was telling me about. I didn't know about this. That for 2 weeks, if you made the price of your NFT 0.8 ETH, it automatically removed 8 ETH from the purchaser's address and sent it to the other person. And scammers knew that, so they would get on there and they would price stuff at 0.8 ETH specifically. And OpenSea knew about it, and they didn't do anything about it. OpenSea don't give a F about you. They don't care. That's what we see from a lot of these NFT platforms.
I think at this point, they think they've made their money.
Yep.
You know, they're valued at billions of dollars, so they feel like they've made it, and they don't really care about the little guys anymore. And that's going to probably come back and bite them.
That's it. This is so this is from October 14th. This was when that happened. Hackers exploit OpenSea bug to perform crypto wallets theft. Hackers could upload NFT art there, compromised with malicious code. This was actually a different bug. This was a different bug. How many bugs do they have?
Yeah.
And the thing is, they know about all of them. They know about all of them. They put no priority on fixing this stuff because they don't care. So they continue to show over and over again that they don't care about you. And that's why we can't wait for an NFT platform that works come up and crush them. That definitely will be happening. So NFTs are mysteriously disappearing. Crypto experts explain that NFTs are maintained on Ethereum blockchain ledger. Surprisingly, let's see. They cannot be replicated. Surprisingly, this fact has led purchasers of NFTs to believe that the NFTs stored in their digital wallets are safe forever, but not necessarily true. Property developer Tim Kunin claimed that an NFT, or Tom Kunin claimed that an NFT he had purchased for $500 through OpenSea got missing from his wallet. Although a copy of it existed on Nifty Gateway, the actual NFT asset is no longer discoverable. NFT markets like OpenSea, Rarible, Foundation, Nifty Gateway, and many others also do not store the images themselves. They only display the media file linked with the code on the blockchain. Therefore, there are just platforms for the display and trading of NFTs. So what is actually going on here is, I believe, in the code of some of these NFTs. Oh, somebody said, they write contracts for what you're selling that include everything in your wallet if you don't read it. That's
basically, so I would list an NFT for sale and say it's 0.1 ETH, and then in the contract it's 0.1 ETH and everything in the buyer's wallet. So you go to buy it, you think you're spending 0.1 ETH, you get it, and all of a sudden your wallet's empty.
Yeah.
It's a malicious code. It should be easy to block.
Well, that's what happens, I believe, with these that disappear. And Justin Williams, make sure to vote for Justin Williams in the Blockchain Influencer Awards as NFT Influencer of the Year. But the thing is in the code for some of these NFTs, they can leave back doors to where they can basically rug pull your NFT.
Yeah.
And it seems to be just very vindictive. Like, why would they do that? There's not a monetary advantage to someone to do that. So, but that actually makes it even a little more, even more sick, that people will come and pull these codes and just remove the NFT from your wallet that you bought from them. Yeah. So it's one of these incentive loops. There doesn't seem to be an incentive for people to do that other than just being angry or being vindictive or whatever the case may be. But that does exist in some of these NFTs, so definitely watch out. There's a lot of bad stuff going on with OpenSea and NFTs. You got to be really careful. So I can't decide if I'm going to sneeze before or after I get off the show.
After.
We're going to try. So, guys, I will not be here. We're not live streaming tomorrow or Friday. We will be doing Around the Blockchain today. Monday, DZ will be filling in for me, and then we're going to do some live shows on Tuesday and Wednesday from the Central Conference in Miami. So I won't see you guys on this show for a little bit of time. But we will have videos for you guys during Thanksgiving, and gave my staff off, my employees off here. So I will be doing some phone records. Keep up with what's going on. That's all I got. Be blessed. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Good boy out.